Buenas a todos, ¿qué tal? Hoy vamos a hacer la continuación de la segunda parte del Acto 2, ya que la primera, como vimos en el anterior video, algo pasó con la muerte del Rex Egeo, el dragón de Egeo, ¿no? Vamos a avanzar con la segunda parte, que es Adios, Perfeccionado, capítulo 1 y 2. Vamos a navegar y ahora nos vamos a dirigir al lugar, que no sé por dónde está. No lo veo en ningún lado. ¿Dónde está? Espera el cintería. La que dice que hay que... esto, corre, ahora. Vamos a esperar hasta... Cintería sería... Vamos a ver, no me gusta bien esto, vamos... No, espera. Ahí. ¿Listo? Ahora sí. Cuando te pregunten del día o sin de día o de acá 8 horas, cambia el reloj siempre para que puedan hacerlo más rápido, ¿no? Ahora con personal del banco. Ok, vamos con personal del banco. Vamos con Diluc, nuestro primer personaje de nivel 5. Me encanta esta época floral, bien bonito. ¿Dónde es? Creo que es acá. Es. Ya tengo que avanzar al frente, no veo nada de costado, no hay nada. Vamos.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui.
Venía a tener, amiga. Mega de móvil. Y felicidades en el primer día de tu trayectoria brillante como miembro de Factum. No tengo intención de unirme a Factum. No pone primero.
You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at LIYUE Pavilion.
Pabellón LIYUE.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. There are two styles of cooking in LIYUE, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the LIYUE Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face-to-face with the Shinue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style. Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Esa Paimon. Ya vamos entonces. Desactivamos el acto 2. Ya. Vamos con el nivel. Vamos a salir. diriges. Lucecita, acá estás.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the LIYUE Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In LIYUE Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the LIYUE custom.
Estamos en el restaurante Liuli.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wangsheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
Un socio de confianza entre flauti. Cuando dicen confianza suena a peligro, ¿eh? Llamada El Camino.
Indeed, Wangsheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving... deal?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Inclusión. Es lo que trabaja en la funeraria, nada más.
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex-Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say.
Rex-Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the god of war, Morax, Rex-Lapis. Is the idea that he also has the title of Adeptus so... As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning.
Ya, o sea, está matando... Bueno, alguien mató a un dios de esa ciudad para poder levantarse. A ver qué más avanza.
In years past, LIYUE's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo-Archon's last rites?
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex-Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Escondidas.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex-Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
Alright, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks.
Ya.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in LIYUE? I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not, but I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of LIYUE's 3,000 organizing the rite of parting. Should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. LIYUE is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for LIYUE's traditions to... These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for it.
Wow.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
Dejaré noctiluoso. Creo que sí tengo. Saco de mora. Ah, acá.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No,
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very...
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal.
Yo lo hice esto una vez y fue el primero, me tocó
What do
muy
you
bueno.
think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex-Lapis doesn't often
these 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well.
Claro.
If it were me, the answer would be simple.
El primero coge.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need 1 for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora, it is as you say. I suppose I...
Huh? How do you not think about more
If one must always consider mora before acting, then in all mora is currency, but not all currency is
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafting merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality.
La primera.
I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just sad that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell?
¿Esta o este? Lo contrario, no compraremos nada. ¿Qué trajo?
That would... well... fine. As you wish, then. How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
Ya.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Stingy? I've already been very generous. Any more and you may as well have my neck.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these
Yeah.
thin slices will serve.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in LIYUE must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out.
Vamos a poner que dije en la cocina de Shining.
You mean at One Mean Restaurant? As long as we do it when she's not in.
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out of...
Oh, Paimon remembers. We once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp of the hilly churls from the Meaty tribe. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
Ya. Falta uno más, entonces ahí está. Y vamos acá.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind.
También pasa la bendición del viento.
A friend of mine from Monson would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in LIYUE. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better
esa
than
olla.
Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
Rain outlines your fate.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line. Animal test 6308.
Toma, maldito, toma. Toma, toma. Falta este que está acá. A ver, 40 estrellas.
Rain outlines your fate.
Acércate a la olla. Me acerco a la olla.
There's still soup in here. These hilly trolls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need.
Para calentar la olla hasta que obtenga los resultados necesarios.
Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention. Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue again after.
Muy 40.
Absorption test. Animal test 6308. didn't it? More hilichurls? They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
Oye,
Let's hope you stand clear. Squirrel, mark 2.
chico maldito.
Oh, that's right! Dude, right! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Ya volamos a misterio. Ya, ¿cómo cogemos?
No, my sword.
No. Allá. Está.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which
Iba primero.
Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Paimon remembers that it would think of it.
Segundo.
Huh? No, it would think of it harder.
El tercero.
Exactly.
no problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious.
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to...
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex-Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the LIYUE cheating and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that LIYUE will continue to prosper as it...
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take...
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait. That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Eugene Terrace.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
I will do my best. You have...
Ya. Ahora vamos.
mine.
Thank you so very much.
A donde fue asesinado, creo, si no me equivoco. Vamos.
Rain outlines your fate. Time to act.
Vamos.
No, my sword.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where...
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. That's right. The LIYUE Qixing have acquiesced to using the same...
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Lilith.
Correcto, Paimon.
Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Lilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Also, the, Rex-Lapis vessel...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Suya.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the...
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in LIYUE, which is to say the only mint into that. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morat. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. In LIYUE, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flower
Soy cera, creo que sí he
is
visto.
also special. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society.
We shall not speak of the details right now.
Ya. Vayamos por ahí. ¿Dónde es? Gracias. Espera. Ahí abajo. ¿Qué es abajo? Ay, ya eso, ya la eso. Nada más tesoros. Acá está.
Hey, boss. Do you sell silk flowers here?
No, no 20 flores.
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The good kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
Golden Housemaiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute.
Bueno, supongo que lo tengo merecido. Esto es lo que tengo por llamar primo con una emergencia. Espera, ni siquiera me reconoce.
Now then, please peruse at your leisure.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat.
Ya.
Just look at the abundant foliage here. And these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex by contrast. This variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over LIYUE's history.
Wow, a true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the...
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did...
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. But this silk flower purchase is not... Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
Tú le debería más que lo hubiera recordado.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be...
Yes, in a...
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what it would be bad luck to say it out loud. But I've been worried about, since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge.
Wow.
Just,
Are you serious?
why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares. They'd only be...
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around LIYUE's deity making
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say...
our skins. You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I...
Vai muy bien
So,
arrebatada.
now that we've got the flowers,
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of...
talk about first world.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice...
I will wait for you near the statue of the Seven.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the LIYUE branch, right?
Hablan, ¿no? Corre, 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 corre.
A copy of each invoice is sent to the ministry.
Rain outlines your fate.
Necesito pasar a curarme.
What should I try this time? Oh, got polluted.
Abajo. Se fue Lan. Por acá, acá está.
Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to...
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Wow. I'm just going to assume that you're either joking or being sarcastic. To be fair, I put a lot of effort into my appearance for someone who spends all their time in the great outdoors.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Qingxing flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Chi Ming.
Chin.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lan. See you around.
Vamos con otra chica. Acá está.
Hello.
We've come to ask you a question.
Sorry, you caught me off guard. I think we need more time to get to know each other.
We just wanted to know what perfume you normally use.
Oh, well, I don't actually use any. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's since I usually set up my stall by the docks. I avoid perfume like the plague. because Celestia forbids.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's home?
Yinger? Oh, as in scent of spring, Yinger?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product.
Great! This is just the intel we need.
Tampoco es.
Spear go.
Vamos con la tercera.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking... Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like? 3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet... Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3...
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, "O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant. So, where is a good place for making sweet... Where is that? Mondstadt? We're only making some perfume. Somewhere closer to home will do. Let's go for the kitchen at...
Vamos al restaurante One.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. Are you ready to...
What did you...
I meant make me proud. As my... Well, I'm setting up. You can go and fetch...
¿Dónde recojo agua? No, con eso. Acá está.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
This water will do. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower, as perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. You need to keep your wrist firm. Now, use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out. Ooh, you're a nut. Now take these and try it out on... Don't forget to do all 3. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process.
Ya. Dice tierra, agua y fuego. Y viento. Creen para mí lo que más quiero. Aceite esencial de anhelo, aceite esencial de fuego de bala, aceite dorado. Vamos. Vamos. Y vamos. Ahora a ver.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low. You must take care to control the heat during this process. So please focus on control. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. All 3 perfumes are ready, and a testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
Es lo que dentro del amor, un poco común en ese tiempo, lo que es no, tampoco.
Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent.
Paimon wants to hear
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. The second one is for those with more refined taste. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that... All clear? Don't get them mixed up. Good. Be sure to come visit if you... I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring Summer.
Okay.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Vamos ahora. Acá está. A ver cuánto tiempo dura este segundo acto. El primer acto duró casi 2 horas. Así que este tiempo a ver cómo va. Vamos a cuidarnos.
We've brought the perfumes, miss. Did we take too long? You were just...
Oh, compared to the watch that Rex-Lapis's statues have kept over LIYUE.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well,
3 sets, and not 1 less.
thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and this is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex-Lapis is...
Perhaps Rex-Lapis has taken on countless forms.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form. Let's hope the Chising can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex-Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparation.
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot.
Man, why's he gotta be so...
acá. ¿Quién será el malo? ¿El pata fúnebre o móvil? Móvil. Están muy misteriosos los dos. Yo creo que es Nóvila porque no veo que gane algo. En cambio el pata fúnebre su trabajo, ¿no? Espero que me equivoque, pero veamos. Acá está.
All things must change. It's nothing. It's nothing. I just thought it a great shame that
What happened to them?
back in my day, people said that glazed if they heard beautiful sounds but if they heard too much wild.
So that means these flowers...
Yes, the rumors of Rex-Lapis's death are... Some say it was a Fatui plot. This harbor is like a mount... Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's group... Ah, that old trinket. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. He saw me gazing at it often, but he told me then that it has been many years. Still, though, I can't recall when. It's... Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home we...
All right, children. There is no need to...
do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this...
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire...
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere in...
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here?
Oye, salió un genio. Ya. Estamos dentro de la tetera. Qué fantástico. Qué fantástico.
Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot?
Toma.
What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a
Gracias.
long while. Sorry to trouble you children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Stay clear.
Listo. Toma.
Absorption test. Animal test 63.
Toma, maldito. Vamos acá. Lo que espinas. Listo.
Did you notice?
Ahí este.
The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last left this place?
Toma. Tome, patea, rómpete. Eso. Vamos. Vamos. Meche, meche. Bien. No hay nada acá. Y no voy a caer tampoco. Tengo que ir acá. No te caigas. Ya.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
Así de altos puede ser.
Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. Like, don't they all live in trillion cars? Why would she stay in the city?
Vamos. Vamos.
Animal test 6308.
Bien. Vamos acá, no hay nadie. Vamos acá arriba. Pendejo. Buenita. Está. Oye,
Stand clear. Absorption test.
toma todo el poder del fuego. Toma, toma, toma. Oye,
Rain outlines your fate.
ahora tengo 10 poder.
Rain outlines your fate.
Toma. 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 Oye. Eso.
Witness the power of the wild.
Stand clear. Animal test 63 squirrel. Mark 2.
Sube fuego. Toma. ¿Quién falta? Toma.
Rain outlines your fate.
How many levels does this teapot have?
¿Cuántos pisos tiene esta tetera, dice?
It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Vamos arriba, vamos arriba. Subir.
Oh, you found it.
Bueno, el purificador.
Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
Bueno, y acabamos, creo. No veo más por otro lado. Ya.
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say that as to whether I am one or not, child.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex-Lapis and then we come run—
Oh, don't be silly. LIYUE Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of... But no matter what, we have always preferred to cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine is... So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, we haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat. Well, you must have things to do. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea.
We will. Thanks.
Ya, ahora regresemos. Ya, ¿por dónde era? Acá está el fúnebre.
Indeed. This is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside.
Ya.
Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk— Oh, yes, that old granny asked if you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed... When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot...
So what's the next step in our preparation?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
¿Cometas?
Ooh, Paimon loves kites. Are you taking us kite flying?
No, no. Kites are children's toys, yes. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action...
Oh, sure.
Bien, estamos en nivel 30 ya. No seas malo, subimos nuestro nivel 30. Punto nivel 3. Voy a comprar cometas. En el mundo 2 aumenta y los tesoros disponibles serán más abundantes. Por supuesto, los enemigos también se verán más fuertes. Y eso no me gusta para nada. No me agrada para nada. Vamos a ver esto. La joyita, bueno. Pase
I
cachapón.
still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest?
Es por acá. Un momento que se acabe. Vamos. Al fondo, al fondo, al fondo. Voy a comprar cometas. Abuela Chan.
What should I try this time? I can't.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been...
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to... Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. So he's probably well-versed in... We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know LIYUE's favorite topics, money and government, really well.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things. That finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself, I have made kites in LIYUE for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the line. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract. Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me. As for the paint...
Well, allow me.
Volvió.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't or perhaps, you could say that he cannot imagine himself—
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kite, the rite of parting requires helping hands as well as material.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know—
No más dinero.
Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Ahora encuentra 3 trabajadores. Acá hay uno.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve man.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
Eh? That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind.
A most fair price.
Vamos a negociar ya. Yo fácil te voy a dar solamente 500 ya. No. Vamos a darte 1000. Al nivel 3000, ¿no? Vamos a darte 1000.
That won't do, I'm afraid. It's too little.
Eso está caño. Ya, 5000 ya. Un penique más.
That won't do, I'm
Tampoco. Ah, ya.
5 geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth about this much. I'll do it.
Okay. Este otro. Está.
Oh, help? Sure. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are
No problem. That'll be 20,000 mora for a single trip.
done.
Humor está 4. Vamos a ver. Si le ponemos... Sí, nomás ya. 1, 2, 3. Vamos a ver.
Oh, come on. That's too little.
Pendejo. Ya 12, 15,000 nomás ya, no más. Ni un centavo más.
Let me think. Deal. This price is reasonable.
Ok. Que regatear porque no tengo mucha plata, así que vamos con... Oye, acá estás.
A full day of odd jobs at Eugene
25,000 mueres.
Terrace. No problem. 20.
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a discount?
Hero of Mondstadt? Never.
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
Ya no, no voy a dar los 22,000 ya. Nada más.
This price will do. No loss to me for a day's work.
Listo. Vamos al mercado.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never...
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy. The finest is... Everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now if you'll excuse me.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
What should I try this time?
Creo que todo la hora y 20 hace solamente de colección para la ofrenda del descenso nada más. Tenemos que ir a la farmacia Bubu. Vamos a la farmacia Bubu. Acá está la farmacia Bubu.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that? Where did it come from?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out, and Paimon will bring up the rear.
Paimon te cubre la espalda, ¿ok? Hola, chiquita. Esa carita. Esa carita.
Oh,
Nueva
there
waifu.
you are. But you can't even reach the counter. Ah, Paimon thinks you might be right.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi.
Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is...
Something like this would be unimaginable.
Hello, little girl.
Excuse me, sir. Did you...
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting...
Chi-Chi can get your medicine. But only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders from Chi...
I'm afraid that she's probably right. Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, my dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we...
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi.
Since when do customers need to do favors for...
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins. Sometimes in LIYUE, the...
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat.
Cabra.
Please and thank you.
I don't believe so. The Guizhong Ballista, it's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinheng by an adept located in Qinheng Pass. It was designed to automatically fire at...
Mr. Zhongli really...
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the cocoa goat.
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal.
Did you want to add any?
No, just that the cocoa goat is what it looks like. Don't know. Where to find it? Don't know either. Where it...
Very well then. Let's start by investigating the...
What?
Coco cabra. No tenemos que irnos. Acá. El más cercano es este. Tenemos que ir ahí. 1, 2 y listo. No, hay un tesoro al fondo. Más chicos. Hitchicos.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an adeptus to build. But how do you operate this thing?
It is currently inoperable.
Aw, what?
After millennia of wear and tear, even adepti contraptions are...
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge power.
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand.
Es lo que haces, pues.
That said, let me think for a moment. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored...
So, what you're saying is...
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Algunos de los materiales del almacén de suministros.
Where is that supply post? Here, post...
¿Cómo coño entra acá? So... por la ventana. Unos cofres. Acá. Bien, y ahora prepara la balista de Genshi.
These parts look useful. One moment. I will It is done. The Guizhong ballista is more intricately designed than I thought. It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have... nothing. And over there...
Hey! Just what... So you fixed up this turret because you're planning...
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista. Also...
Are you blind or something? You're looking at the... This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures. But you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we... The next thing you'll be repairing is your fate.
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an adeptus for selfish... It is not we who need rep...
¿Ya acabó la lucha ahí? No. Los otros los ladrones. Vamos. Tome. Mata.
Want a taste of my hammer?
Acá estabas. Miren acá mejor. ¿Dónde está acá? Vamos. Oye, ¿se cansado? El fuego. Hola. Ya, vamos.
It doesn't hurt.
Tres. Toma, toma, toma. Oh, maldito. Toma. Oh, ataque número 3-3. Oye. Sa. Listo, llegamos. Vamos a quemarlos y... hay que juntarlo todos. No, no.
Ring cutter, body brain outlines your fate.
Absorption test.
You're open.
Absorption test. Yeah.
Para acá.
Rain outlines your fate.
¿Quién falta? Está bueno.
Want a taste of my hammer?
Witness the power of the wild.
Están bastantes.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time.
Oh yeah,
Tiki.
So we've got the
Coco
Guizhong
Cabra.
ballista working, but where's our Coca-Cola?
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant life forms near. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no
Which means... The Paimon wouldn't go that far.
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return.
Good idea. We did it.
Al Coco Cabra, ¿no?
Rain outlines your fate.
Sí que podemos ver, pero no pasa nada. ¿Cuál será el Coco Cabra? No sé. Vamos por el Coco Cabra. Con la chica Kiki. La primera zombie, ¿no? Si no me equivoco. Así que vamos a ver. Corre, corre, corre.
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract.
What a disappointment. Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden? Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So tasty. I'm sorry. I have a poor... Ah, here. This is the name. Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared...
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the LIYUE proverb goes... Excuse me, everyone. Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you. No. Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Might I ask who...
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baishu, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal... What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi. The medicine... The snake is speaking! I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee.
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really. As for you three, communal chaos...
Do you sell everlasting incense in this finest...
Everlasting incense? Why, of course we do.
Phew, at last.
3 million mora. Top quality. Guaranteed.
You might as well just rob the Golden House. Oh, but the...
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much mora. And as for Mr. Zhongli, he...
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part?
Coco goat! Coco goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness.
Hey, less laughter.
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had. Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk...
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals, but...
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Leche de coco.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future. I can give you a discount on that everlasting incense, too. Let's say 2,990,000
No, bajó solamente una
more.
mora. 10 moras no creo.
That's like zero difference from 3 million!
2,990,000. Also an
Moras desde
innocuous
un punto de
number
vista
in and of
pragmático.
itself. Though, well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
¿Y ahora quién es ese? Ah, no.
That lot is an absolute... So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope. What have I missed?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the gold...
Well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the gold? I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Leo saying goes, the wall.
Ya, y ahora... A colocar incienso entonces. Vamos.
No, my sword.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting incense.
Woo! Finally!
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure?
Sí, fue raro. No sé si preguntamos lo que es la riqueza o la pobreza extrema.
Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so... To treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't worry. Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole in the wall. Praise
Quiero
throughout
bodega.
Liyue.
Hole in the wall? As in a cool restaurant?
Indeed. Let us meet near the harbor.
Bien, ¿qué más? Reunión espera la hora adecuada 18 a las 3 horas. Vamos. Tesoros. Acá está. 23 horas. Ahora 23 horas. Ah, la fregué. No, la fregué. Ya vamos. Espera la hora por la 18 a 23 horas. ¿Qué?
I haven't been out in a
18.
while.
Está 18. 18. Vamos a la taberna.
No, my sword!
Me falta un montón. Vamos. Plata.
Made another handsome sum today.
A toast. Listen, to our success.
Let me tell you how it is.
Baja. Okay.
Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit juice. I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for...
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the...
Hey, there's even a storyteller here.
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place... But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one that...
As you all know, high above the land of LIYUE lies a pavilion in the cloud. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, imagine. The weather is clear, and you gaze down. Behold, the glorious sights of LIYUE Harbor, stretching out far and wide.
¿Lista?
They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of LIYUE, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such, merely grasping one or two of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's Huh. Paimon wonders what sort of person she is.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millelith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing.
Thank you.
My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yue High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you. Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just...
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound, but I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite her to come here. I wish to meet her at the Jade Chamber. Together we shall snip every one of these
Ya que terminamos el acto 2.
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu, what we've received an invitation from the Liyue Qixing. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
An invitation to visit the Jade. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber...
Don't worry, we won't forget.
Ya. Misión completada. Bueno, no podemos hacer la misión, el acto 3, ya que necesitamos un nivel de aventura RA 35 todavía. No se puede. No. Misión del mundo tengo para hacer 5. Vuelta 4 problemas. Bueno, eso ya todo hasta el momento. Por ver estas 2 horas de solamente recolección de objetos para el ritual. No fue tan eso, pero se aprende un poco más de la historia de la ciudad. Bueno, hasta luego. Cuídense. Chao, chao.